welcome to my channel. And tonight I decided that I was going to tell a ghost story that my husband told me. Something that happened to him when he was young. Well, his mom and dad had been renting some property so they could get the wood off the property, you know, like timber and stuff like that. Well, on the property, there was an old abandoned house. And my husband said that him and a couple of friends of his would go down there and clean up the house and, you know, get rid of all the junk, and they would go down there and hang out. Well, the house never had running water or electricity. And so my husband said on this night, him and a couple of friends of his went down and was going to hang out at the house. And he said they were sitting in one of the bedrooms and they had been smoking some cigarettes. And when they got done with the cigarettes, they would throw them in the corner. Well, he said they were sitting there for a while, and all of a sudden they noticed that one of the cigarettes had lit up like somebody had took like a puff off the cigarette. And he said this happened a couple times to him. And he said the story to the house was the man that lived in the house had died in the living room. They had had a bed where the man was staying because he had gotten sick, and that's where he passed away. And he said sometimes you would be in there and you would see shadows out of the corner of your eye. Or if you was sitting in the living room, you would feel the bottom of the floor vibrate. And he said that he had told his dad about this, and his dad told him that he would never go to that house when it was raining, especially when it was raining. And I guess maybe his dad had had an encounter, and maybe when he had had the encounter, maybe it had been raining. And I'm also looking at stuff I got right down. I wrote stuff down for y'all, and if y'all can't understand this, my southern drawl. But, and he also said that they was down there one day, and him and a friend of his was shooting a gun, which they should not have been doing. But they had been shooting a gun in the house, and he said that his friend had pointed the gun towards the window, and he said the window never broke. And he said the shell was on the floor, and he said he couldn't figure out how it never broke the window. And the reason why they had also got that land is there was a barn on that land, and they also needed a place to put their horses. But that's my husband's scary story, and I hope I remembered everything. I was sitting here trying to read off of this. But I hope y'all have a good night, and I'll see y'all again soon.